Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm gonna try and do some painting here. See if I can get you in the handler. Oh golly. Oh. Well, while I'm struggling with this camera, welcome back to Tara's Traveling Paints. Got interesting things. Oh gosh, now I don't know if I'm even close to showing the canvas. Oh boy, oh boy. Sure, that works. Okay, I think. So I got a 10 by 17 canvas and wanted to come on here and do some stuff. I was watching Winter Storm today. I haven't watched her in a while, and she gave me a really cool idea, so I'm hoping that I can do it. But anyway, I hope everyone's doing all right today. It's been interesting. I don't know if anyone here has had a near-death experience or ever heard of that. This is one thing that's really strange is they generally have these experiences. First they get a life review, and lately I've been having these crazy dreams that are like difficult, and I woke up this morning and said, oh my gosh, I'm getting a life review. So yeah, the cat is playing with the camera. I don't know why the cat's doing that, but I just thought that was interesting. I don't know if you're interested in it or what, but let's go ahead and get to painting. So I am going to use a gold and a black background, create some negative space. And then I'm going to use a white puddle and the colors that are left over still. I'm almost done with them. I finished up the teal and the turquoise color shift, or teal color shift. So there's no more of that. I'm trying to get to the point where I don't have any more of that. Anyway, I also got 2 of these at the dollar store for $1 a piece. See if I could do some of that stuff, that dragging stuff, but I'm not going to do that right now. Right now, I'm just going to see if I've got, I want to make a nice painting. I don't know if you were here the other day when I did that vinyl that I did not like and I was going to scrape off. I did let it dry, and I still do not like it. I still am not liking it. So that'll probably get repainted. The one I did after that didn't dry right. Something happened to it. I don't know what it was. And so I repainted it today just to play with those little shovels. And as it's drying right now, I don't know if that's going to survive it either. So I think that's weird. And then this guy is still beautiful. I love it so much. So very much. So that I'm happy about. So eventually I'll probably just paint over that black one. The other one, we'll see what happens. But in the meantime, let's go ahead. Excuse me, cat. Get the fuck out of here. Excuse me for cursing. I got the dog really nice raw bones today, and the cat just walked up to the bone like, oh, let me have some of that. And I'm like, that might be something that the dog doesn't like. I don't think so. Oh, sometimes these two, they're funny. Okay. Anyway, let's get to it. So I've got quite a bit of black. I probably won't be using it all, but I'm going to go ahead and put her down. Kind of a little everywhere today. A little bit strange, but I also did some actual house painting today. Got the trim done up at one of the condos that I am a short-term rental property manager for. And I don't know if you guys know that's what I ended up doing. Like when I first moved back to Vermont, I was working in a kitchen at a retirement home. Didn't love that job. Also, it didn't pay very well. So I ended up getting. My friend saw a post of one of her friends needing a cleaner. So I went to that interview, got that job, gave myself 100% raise, and started doing this. Eventually, that woman quit, and at that point, I already knew she needed to quit. So I said to my boss, I'm like, let me do it. He was very nervous about it. He was like, well, maybe for now until we find somebody. I said, no, you won't need to find anybody. Just let me do it. Because at that point, I really like it. So I started doing a lot of self-education and studying and all that fun stuff. And so he's like, fine. And I started doing it. And then he was like, oh my gosh, so very happy. So that job turned into a really nice one for me. And I love it. But the season this year stopped like a freight train. Well, not a freight train. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It disappeared. We went from busy, not having a day off in months, to being able to have a couple of part-timers actually make decent part-time money, and me being at a full-time paycheck. And then it just fell off like unbelievable. I don't know what happened. There's a lot of weird things going on with Airbnb, and that happens to be the primary source for the short-term rental that my boss has in his contract. I just don't know about that. Like, I don't, this is gonna, when I spin this, it's gonna go everywhere, guys. Whew. Anyway. So anyway, one of our best units, it's at a ski resort. It books, it's nonstop all winter. Something goes wrong at that place, too bad, so sad. Like, really too bad, so sad, because there's no fixing it. You know, you're lucky to get it cleaned in time for the next person. So I went over some things with the owner, and doing everything we can to make that place fabulous. So painting was a must. It was just starting to get scuffs that couldn't be wiped off anymore and things like that. That's a mistake, but that's okay. And so I'm painting it now. I'm just doing the entry, the hallway, the kitchen, and the living room, because the bedrooms are dark gray and there's nothing wrong with the paint in there. And it would be like really difficult to change that color up. So let's just leave it alone. So I'm doing the trim. I did the trim today. And tomorrow I'm going to go do some sanding of places that I used a little bit of putty. And go into the main color, which is a super light blue. Let's see if I've got it. Because the current color... Oh gosh, I want it right here. Current color is like a very light gray, which I think is so old, and it's done. You know what I mean? Like, who needs gray anymore? We already have 2 gray bedrooms. So I went through an ultra light blue. I did tell her, hey, maybe we should go a little crazy, because people, they might want crazy in their own home, but they won't do it. So they'll stay at a more vibrant, like Airbnb or short-term rental than, so, but she's like, no, let's just go with that. So that's fine, because it would have cost more money, because I would have had to go in and really cover it, you know? So anyway, one thing I saw Winter Storm R2 today that I've never seen her do was this. She splashed the cell activator onto the paint. Like that. I can't even believe it. So I'm doing it. And I'm finding it really cool. Because look what I got right away. I don't know if you can see it. Looks like one of those little Snapdragon flowers. Oh, that's cool. Alright, that's the last. I think that's neat. I also have more really good news, considering there's so much hardness going on in life right now that I'm blown away that there's some good stuff. So I'm unpacking, I'm finally getting a lot of my paintings unpacked. And they're so beautiful, and I'm like freaking out. I'm like, I need to sell these because I'm painting again. Like, I'm going back at it, and I don't have room for the ones I have. Like, so I'm like, how do I do this? So I had a brainstorm. In my building, there is a room that used to be like a bake shop. It wasn't a bakery, but somebody baked the goods and brought it there and sold it. It's just sitting there empty. So I asked my landlord if during the warm months I could rent it as like my little gallery studio. And he was like, heck yeah. And then I was like, tell me how much. And he was like, oh, and I'm like, no, you need to tell me how much. I'm not doing it free. So, good news. I will have a place to display my art. I know people probably like, well, why don't you just go to like an art show or whatever? There's a couple of excuses you might hear. I don't know if they're excuses or reality. I can't drive at night, number one. Number two, I am so not interested in packing up my regular size Jeep with a bunch of art to display somewhere for one night and then pack it all back up when it doesn't sell. If it doesn't sell. You know what I mean? Like, around here it's more of a craft fair kind of situation, and so I figured that would be better. I could get some people to take a look at my art. Even if they don't buy it, I can start raising awareness about this incredible medium and maybe do some pour and sips and have the room to do it. What do you think, guys? I think that's fabulous. So, long story short, I'm having a big art sale. I'm going to take everything 50% off. Oh gosh, the cat. Stop it, cat. And I'm just going to go for it. Alright. I think I got some good bubbles out of that. There's still some there, but we're going to work on it. So, going to do some of this fabulous red. I might show you a secret piece that I'm doing for a friend of mine. She lives out in Montauk, and she's like, she has an ADU in her house, and she really wants to put my art in it. And so I'm making a nice piece for her ADU. And I think that's awesome. I think that's awesome. All right. So that's some deep red. It's raining like crazy out here. And this is dioxazine purple. Oh, I think the cat knows when I'm gonna paint and here's some purple color shift. I'm gonna put some of this yellow-green color shift that I made with silver. Just a little. I'm starting to get bored of these colors, so that's why I'm trying to make sure I use them up. I'll probably like take this yellow-green and put it in my dump cup so that I can have really cool like flow extender paint. All right. Yeah, I don't know what that's about either. It sounded like somebody was just outside my door, but there can't be. I have it all locked up. And I think it's just the water from the rain outside. So I'm loading up a palette knife with the white cell activator. And we're going to give her a go. I need to hold on to her though. Yeah, that's rain. That's definitely not somebody outside. The dog's been having a little stress lately. Oh. I'm getting excited. Oh. Now I'm not doing what Winter Storm did today on hers. I just really wanted to try splashing the cell activator. I really like that idea. I'm gonna do some tilting. And then I think I need to, I need one of those big puppy litters again. Remember I used to have back in the day? Those are like really super cool. Because I can get messier. Okay. Just gonna do a little tilting here. A lot of paint. Wow. Tons of paint. It's a lot of paint, my friends. That could have been like twice the canvas, I think. It's really cool though. Huh. So much paint. I'm really afraid of spinning this. But I have to. Let me see. Let me go really. I just won't go crazy. I'll spin it like it's a vinyl. Super slow. I got me some wooden skewers as well. Super happy about that. Gonna have to open that door. So another interesting thing that happened to me today. I love YouTube. I get on YouTube and I watch podcasts and I watch other artists. I love YouTube. That's my thing. I love it. And what on earth is that? Oh, that's just the way the paint is. Okay. It's the black in the paint. Today, YouTube decided to show me as a suggestion, basically, 80% of the feed was all of my own previous videos. There is something on there. So I decided to watch one. And one of them was the coasters I was making for an art show that turned out being scammed. There were no art shows. I sent the money to get my table and found out that somebody just stole my money, pretended to be the organizer of this art show. It's pretty wicked. But anyway, boy oh boy was I... Oh man, I couldn't believe it. I was so terrified. So it was a 44-minute video right after Labor Day, 2023? Yeah, because... Oh, I don't even remember. And I was trying to hint that something was wrong, and I was trying to let you all know that I was having a really bad time in a very abusive relationship. And I had said that that weekend was the worst weekend I had ever had in my life. And I was like, I don't even remember it. Thank God, because I had, like, that trauma is really hard. I still won't get over it. I still get afraid. I still get afraid. But I don't think he's coming for me. It took me a long time. This is really cool. To get my own place. It was over a year looking for an apartment. I don't know which part of this I like the most. It's like, it's so amazing. I definitely will be splattering Cell Activator again. That is incredible. So I guess that's like YouTube's having me go back and watch my own videos. It's kind of like part of that life review experience that I said I've been having. Like, I literally, up until recently, had zero regrets in my life. Well, guess that's not true anymore. I made a lot of mistakes in my life. A lot of mistakes. So, it's been humbling. It has not been bad for me. So, well, thank goodness that my brain works the right way. And don't, I'm not wallowing in self-pity or in denial. It's like, I understand. It's kind of like a death of the ego. It's wild. So, still got a lot of things to work out. No doubt about that. But, I want to play. But I'm afraid to ruin anything. But I've got a lot of paint, remember? I should be able to do a little scooping and stuff. I really want that to do something more. I like this a lot. I should probably have a metal spatula for that. And it's not the rain. I'm making bone broth for the puppy. And it's the bones jumping up in the pan. It's so funny. So I live right near the local butcher, or a slaughterhouse. And they have... I probably shouldn't have said that, but that's okay. They have bones to make beef, to make broth with. And I got a bag for the dog. And I gave her one raw. Put a bunch more in the freezer. And oh, that's cool. And it's kind of exciting. I'm so scared of spinning this. There's so much paint on it. But I've got to do it. Turn that down a little bit. I gotta spin. This is scary. I guess I'll just have to be quick with the video and get the paint off the floor. I think I need to start breaking down cardboard. I used to use cardboard on the floor in the last studio, which is good. Oh. Oh. Alright, I definitely got to spin because I want to pull some of that. I did use green on it, and I'm not seeing any. So that means it's hiding in there somewhere? Is all that paint? I'm really nervous about this. Oh my gosh, there's so much paint. Holy moly. This whole thing has got to come up. I'm going to have to toss this. This is way too... I don't like to change out my plastic too fast, but this is going to be too much. I won't be able to leave it here. It'll go off the sides. I don't know if you can see, but over here, I have a ton of paint. And it'll go off the side and get on the counter. Oh, it'll be nice to be able to paint in the warm months in that little room. And I'll be able to keep my eyes out the window too. And Fancy might like that an awful lot. I'm wondering, I hate to say this, but there may be something special about this house. It's a very, very old farmhouse, which I prefer, but I think it scares the dog. Okay. That's not so bad. I don't have any drips off the plastic. It's not like I went that crazy though. All right, now we're gonna get some drips off the plastic. Yeah. Big time. I'm so happy I work with acrylics. It's easy to clean up. Oh, that's really cool. All right, hold on here. Them boulders are sexy. Them cells are sexy. All right. Now I'm going that way. Beautiful. Okay. This is wild. All right, I'm gonna fiddle. I'm fiddling. I'm not gonna spin her anymore. I did plenty of that, but I'm gonna fiddle. I got wooden skewers. Tell me that's not awesome. You can't because it is awesome. Oh yeah, I'm liking this a lot. So I'm gonna take a wooden skewer and do my thing. Gonna skewer it up. This guy right here is just screaming to be skewered. Oh, super tiny skewers. Oh. Yeah, that's really pretty. I flipped over the skewer to the bigger end. And back to the little end. Oh my, what was that? I just dragged something through here that I didn't even know was there. It was probably my hair. Oh, did you hear that? I'm a poet and I didn't know it. So I might be able to show you what I'm working on for my friend because I don't think she watches my videos. Pretty sure she doesn't. I wish she would. But I'm very grateful that she wants to hang one of my pieces in her house and encourage people to purchase from me. I'm just nervous that it'll be a lot of commission pieces because hers is definitely custom. I don't want to do no commission pieces right now. I just don't have it in me right now. Plus, I have plenty of beautiful pieces. I'm done wrecking that. I gotta rinse my hand real quick. It's a shame that I didn't do this super lot of paint first, because I could have scooped all this up. But now I have so much dry paint underneath it, you know, I don't want to put a bunch of dry paint in a bucket. That's terrible. Try to keep that in mind, guys. Especially if you leave your plastic for a minute. Do your heavy paints first. So you can scoop it up, because this right here is a lot of paint I'm losing. And another sad part of this is I have to leave it here to dry initially. That's not good. I made mistakes. I did. I'll have to put it out in the hallway. There's no way I can leave it like that. No way, Jose. Yeah. I won't be able to leave it like that, but that's okay. So now I'm done. I'm down to it. I'm getting closer to being done with the paints. Like, I'm confident enough I could add a color to that now. But I'm not going to do that quite yet. I want to bring you in for a closer look. I really love this. There's a... First, let me get a paper towel. I'm earning my name today. Tara's Traveling Paints. Everywhere. Then you step on it and it keeps going. It's crazy. But I did pretty good with that. I'm happy. Okay. Let me bring you down for a closer look. Oh, let me hit it with some fire before we do that. Just in case. That's pretty. I like it a lot. I think it'll dry amazing. It's an original canvas. It shouldn't crack, but it is heavily painted. It's a lot of paint on there. If it does crack, I bet you it'll come out really cool because I would say 90% of all the paintings I've ever done that cracked on me was well worth it. Well worth it. Just as such a giant change in composition from what you expected. But I don't think this one's going to crack. I really love these. It's like an ombre. I love that. I love the giant boulders. And I like those little ghosty things over there. Let's get you in. Hopefully I don't turn you off. All right. Gonna get some more boulders right there in that white streak. And cells, lacing. There's the activator doing its thing. Gold coming through there on the black. Love this. Look at them cute cells over here in the gold. I love it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. And go ahead and see the description comments. You know. Anyway, you have a beautiful night. I thank you so much.